welcome to my kitchen. I'm glad you could join us today. Today we have Melissa Selman, the executive chef at the JW Marriott Bonnet Creek and the wonderful restaurant Sear Wood-Fired Grill. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
I keep thinking that Sear is a brand new restaurant, but you've been open for a while now.
Yes, we opened in July of 2020. And so we've really kind of grown over the course of the last year.
I really enjoyed when I dined there. The food was just exquisite. And I love sitting out there on the balcony and overlooking, who knew there really is a Bonnet Creek going right by there.
Yes, right outside. That's our real life Bonnet Creek.
Terrific. Well, tell us what we're going to cook today.
So today we're going to prepare one of our signature side dishes. You know, obviously we're known for our steak, but we also have some fabulous side dishes. And so today we're going to prepare our Anson Mills polenta.
I've eaten a lot of polenta over the years, but I've never made it, so I'm excited about this. So what do we do?
Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to turn my stovetop on to high heat. And here I have my 2 cups of whole milk. And I'm going to add that to the pan. And then I also have 1 cup of heavy cream that I'm going to add to the pan as well. So I'm just going to wait for this to come up to boil.
Can this be made in advance?
Yes, it can be made in advance to a certain degree. You do want to make sure that you kind of undercook it a little bit because otherwise it'll get too thick. But if it does get too thick, you can always just add more hot water, chicken broth, vegetable broth, or more milk as well, just to kind of help thin it down. All right, so now we're boiling. So the one key trick with polenta is when you put it in, I'm going to lower the heat just a little bit. And then you want to constantly stir and just kind of put it in a smooth little stream. And this prevents any kind of lump. So as I mentioned, we're going to just turn the heat down all the way because then you're just absorbing the milk and the cream into the corn. And at this stage, you want to kind of keep it stirring consistently until it kind of starts thickening up, and then you don't need to kind of watch it as closely. So now I can kind of feel to where it's just starting to get a little bit thicker. Again, the heat is on very low. And so I'm just going to kind of take the whisk out, and then I'm going to get my corn ready for sauteing. So right here, I have our bicolor corn, and I'm just going to take the husk off, and real quick and easy, I'm just going to cut this cob in half. And I'm just going to run my knife along the corn, the cob, and just take the kernels off. This is just a regular oil. While that's warming up, I'm going to cut my chives. And then this is just the corn that I took off the cob, put it in a nice hot pan, season it up with a little salt. So my polenta is starting to get nice and thick. You know, you can see where it's absorbed a lot of the liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and season it up with a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. As well as couple of dabs of butter. And the Parmesan cheese adds a saltiness to it. So if you notice, I haven't added any salt to this just yet. And the main reason why is I wanted to add the Parmesan and then taste the polenta to see if I need to add any more salt to it. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more salt. All right, so it looks like my polenta is ready. My corn is ready. You want to just be able, when the polenta is done, it should just pour out really nicely, just as you see here. Put the corn on top. The chives. And like I said, this is a goat cheese. Then of course we have our Sear and cheese peppercorn. And then this is just a really nice extra virgin olive oil just to kind of finish up the dish. And there's the finished dish.
Beautiful.
Any questions?
Do you think I can do this?
I think anybody could do this. It's quite easy. If you can boil water, you can make this.
Oh, well, you haven't had my water before, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'll get back with you and show you how it turns out.
All right. I look forward to seeing it.
Hey, chef, I'm done.
Hey, how did it?
Finish the dish. Here, take a look. What do you think?
Wow, that looks really great.
I tasted it. I think it's pretty good, I have to say. But I think you do it a whole lot better at Sear and C. And I would encourage everybody to try this recipe, but then go down to the JW Marriott Bonnet Creek, go to Sear and C and taste what it's really supposed to be like, and enjoy all the other great food there. It really is a wonderful restaurant. I want to thank you for joining me in my kitchen, Chef Melissa Salmon, and we'll see you again soon.